for joining this event. Today we are having this wonderful lady. Wellness is I'm so excited anyway to be with you, Wellness. Wellness, I call you are an advocate for people who are aging. She loves people over 40. Even you're younger, don't worry, you're still in the right place. So she helps people over 40 to age gracefully. She's also an affiliate in TikTok shop. So if you need anything, because she shares everything with you in our videos on how to make sure you live a very good life. So Mama Wellness, you are welcome. You are honored. We are honored to have you here. We are happy that you sacrifice, because most of the time you don't come live, you don't go live on Saturday, but you honored it. So we really apprehend and appreciate it. So help me welcome this wonderful lady. You're welcome. Tell us your story. Why do you love people over 40? Why did you decide to take care of people over 40? Give us your story, how it began. Then I'm going to ask you several questions. Then people in the panel also, if they have questions for you, they will ask you. Welcome, Wellness.
Right, let me start again. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time you're at. I am Wellness Revolution. I am here on TikTok. I am here. I go by Wellness Revolution. On TikTok, I specifically focuses on women of 40 and above. The reason I pick that category is because I'm a woman of a particular age. I would regard myself as a seasoned woman, a woman over 40 and beyond, kind of. Actually, I'm not shy of my age. I just turned 61, so I'm just grateful. So with that being said, I wanted to make aware to the women, so, to take care of themselves, to focus on them, self-care, and to make sure that they do certain things in their life, like, eating properly, not highly processed foods, not sugary stuff, kind of, try to exercise, stuff like that, and have enough sleep, because that is part of how your body can actually recover and heal. So with that being said, I am trying to encourage them that it is possible. You can be 61 and still run on the treadmill. Believe me, I do jog. And I jog without having breath, because it takes time for you to get there. You have to be consistent. Once you start working out, you get used to your lungs. Actually, they perform better. That is why when you are in a hospital, when you've just done surgery, the doctors will, they bring a physiotherapy the next day, because the body was not meant to be stationary, right? Body was meant to move. So I am trying to tell the woman that at age like me, it's never late to start. But honestly, I have been exercising my entire life. I'll just put it out there. It has become like a lifestyle. So that has actually helped me to reap the benefits at 60. In the beginning, I didn't do it. I just do it because I was like a person who liked to be athletic, kind of, right? I like sports. I used to play basketball at school sometimes. Sometimes I would do track and field. That was earlier in my high school days. But then as I went to work and other things, studying, then I just started doing my own routine of working out. Now, before, when I was younger, like a spring chicken, I used to wake up 7 times a day. This is what I used to do every day, whether it's Sunday or Saturday. I just wake up and boom, I go to the gym. But now I have scaled down a little bit. I only do it maybe for three or 4 times a week. But once you start, actually, it is hard for you to stop. This is the truth. Because your body will talk to you. Your body will communicate to you that there's something that you didn't do today. Now, with that being said, working out is very good. It helps you, make you happy, stimulate the endorphins, the dopamines there. After you exercise, you become nice and happy. Now, let me tell you, sometimes my husband stresses me and I just want to run, right? So the best thing when I run to the gym to take my stress out there. Then when I come back, I'm fine. And he will say, oh, maybe start something. And then my mood has changed. He will like, what happened to you? I'm like, forget about it. Let's move on. Just like that. Let's be happy, So that's the why I focus on them. Because most of the time, we women over 40, that's where problems start, actually health problems, to tell you the truth. Because women have neglected their life. They've neglected themselves. Sometimes I don't blame them. It's because they focus on too many things, work, career, children, husband. And then they put themselves at the back seat where they just neglect themselves. So I'm trying to remind them, you can put yourself first without being selfish. It's very important because you cannot pour from an empty cup, right? If you are, as a mother, you're always sick, you can't hold your household. You can't help the others, right? So you need to make sure that, your cup is full first. You have all the energy, you are healthy, so that you can be able to take care of the others. I went to town with that one, huh? Yeah. I went to town and came back. Jesus.
You went to town and came back.
Right, wow. That's right. With that one. With one question, oh my God, we're not going to be here for the whole day. I will try to keep the question short, the answer short.
All right, yes, because I know when I put on my question, they are like general, so they can occupy a lot, but I'm going to help you to minimize. So thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm here to hear more about your story, about age over 40, because you have to maybe had an experience or a friend had an experience that pushed you to stick on doing this. I'm yet to hear that story. There's a story I'm looking for from you, but don't worry, take your time. Thank you for sharing. I'm happy that it was your lifestyle, like going to the gym since you were young. So it's something you've done because you look very young. You look very young.
I know.
So when you tell us I'm 61, I'm like, oh my goodness, that is how many years from now for me to get there. And I'm like, will I look like this at that particular time? So congratulations for your effort. So I have a few questions here and there. Guys, make sure. Guys, I need two TikToks from different people. Yeah, right. 2 TikToks for my flash goal, So if you have not sent me you look amazing at wellness. Yes, from African
you
Kitchen.
You can bring it down and take amazing. One. Bring the other account down and bring someone else. The healthy habits.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Thank you for that. Mirabel, can you help me do that? You can remove healthy habits. You bring
someone else.
You bring Farms African Kitchen up. All right. Mirabel, are you here?
Mirabel 1. You said Mirabel 1. I
am here. I'm trying to unmute. Who do I bring up? I don't do it with anybody. Right. I don't want some. Who do I bring up?
Bring Farms African Kitchen.
Okay, but I can bring anybody down. Or do you have anybody in mind?
No, healthy habits.
Okay, fantastic.
And if you see somebody, you can also bring down the blue one. Mondo the blue one down so that if you get somebody else you want to bring
great down. I will. Okay. It's fine. Right. I'm done with it, that's all. Can I mute and do that?
Yes, you can mute. You can mute. Go on mute.
Right.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. We don't take it for granted. Mama Wellness,
Yes.
what does aging gracefully truly mean to you beyond physical appearance?
Now, I am actually a specimen of aging gracefully. I'll just that reflect back to me. Now, I will talk about me. Now, praise the Lord. I have never been to a doctor except to do annual checkup. That's number one. Number two,
Wow.
I am not on any medication. This is the truth. So, with that being said, I thank the Lord. I am blessed. That means aging gracefully. I don't complain of aches and pains. So that's part of being, gratefully. But with that being said, when you talk about aging gracefully, when you have to define it in long term, it's like developing your emotional, wisdom. That's aging graceful. That's part of it. Self-acceptance. You accept yourself that now you have reached this particular age. Don't deny it, don't reject it, because it is there anyway. Whether you like it or not, the years are moving by. So with that being said, you need to adjust and move with the years, and accept who you are and accept your age. I know there are other women there who gets angry when they're asked their age, and they hide.
That's very true.
That's the downfall, right? That is the downfall, because if you don't want to reveal your age, it means you cannot do anything about your physical changes. You see what I'm saying? You want to hide something, which is not good. I know some women, they don't want to tell, but me, I'm grateful. I don't care. It is a blessing to be here. It is a blessing to be 61. When you are at that age, actually, you are a woman with a lot of wisdom, with experience, with a sense of purpose. That is you, coach. You know what you want at that particular time. You know who you socialize with. You know exactly what you're doing. So rather than focusing, on staying youthful looking, I know too many women are trying to do surgery, make them younger, plastic surgery. That is an outward fix. That cannot fix the internal part of you.
No.
I don't have anything against women who do the facelifts and whatever. That's their choice. I respect it. But what I am saying, those procedures cannot last forever, because these are artificial. The face will start falling off after a couple of years, because you need to go constantly and do Botox and refill and refill and refill. The face and the blood vessels can only take so much. In the long run, your face will start to collapse and you start looking unnatural, as if it is not you anymore. That is all. I'll just put it out there. So with that being said, I am lucky. I have a husband who likes natural woman. He likes the way I am. You just tell her, I don't care. I don't, don't have to worry about eyelashes. Sometimes I do wear wigs just to feel better. He said, I don't care about it. I just like the way you are.
It doesn't change.
So that is, that is why I don't use, I don't wear eyelashes. That's another thing. Lipstick, I just put a little bit, a gloss, just to, then makeup, I'll put a tint, just to feel like women-like. So that's another thing, because these products too, they're very expensive. It depends what you put on your face, because those can actually damage your face in the long run, depending on the ingredients, on what we are using. Now, most people with eyelashes, I know it's a thing, but eyelashes have caused women some eye problems, most women. Because of the eyelashes and the glue, because before they used to put glue, that glue can affect your eyesight in the long run. So
Or the glue that they put here on
they
the
put here.
eyelash.
Yes, because that will go to your eyes. Sometimes the women's eyes are red, most of them, because it will go to your eyes. That can affect you in the long run. I am not trying to discourage them. If they want it, that's their choice. But that is not a good idea to do. Just use a good mascara, the best mascara that can enhance your eyelashes, which is water resistant. Those
I
are the
wish my
beauty
daughter
secrets.
can hear this. I will share with her. I say, I wish my daughter can hear this. I will share with her. She likes beauty a lot, and she's young. So, yeah.
And after a long run, if we've been using these eyelashes, your eyelids actually they disappear. Because if you remove the glue, some
You
eyelashes
are,
they come right. It may come back, but in most of the women, it doesn't come back. Now you have no eyelashes, kind of. So this is it's nice. I like them. I like to look at them. They look wonderful and beautiful. But on a health aspect, on a downside, it's not something that you would want to do, because you can't do it the rest of your life, right? You have to think of eyesight problems, cataract, you name it, eye infections. Sometimes these eyelashes, how sterile are they? You're putting them in your eyes. You see, how clean are they, right? Yes,
yeah,
this is the
that
question I'm
one.
going to pose out there to women. I mean, if they come for the hospital, if from the hospital, you will know that they've been sterilized at least, right? But they're coming from a factory. So you might be, bringing stuff to your eyes. Get some eye infections kind of, which can affect your vision. Now I talk like a doctor, right?
Yeah, which is also okay. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing information. Welcoming everybody. Thank you for being in this live stream. We appreciate each one of you. Make sure you are active. TikTok laughs when people are active. Make sure you're liking the live stream, commenting and sharing to as many people as possible. Today we have Wellness Revolution over here. She's sharing about how to take care of yourself as you age. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand this situation. Take points, learn something. People who are putting eyelashes, we have no beef against you, but we
No,
are advising you. We are advising you how to live gracefully, because what you do today, it will affect you in the future, guys. It will affect you in the future. Now, my next question, at what point in your life did your perspective on aging begin to change? And when I'm asking that, I'm asking like, when did you realize that aging is not a loss, but it can be a transformation? Because most of the people fear aging. Most of the
absolutely.
people, but you are here letting us know still you can live a better life even if you are aging. You can live gracefully. So at what point in your life did that perspective come in of helping women over 40 age? Because when you talk about women, I understand also men are involved. When I see your
Yeah.
videos, I also see you taking
Well,
care of men over 40, right?
right. Now, let me tell you how I knew. I have my two younger sisters, right? When I went home, in my 60th birthday, I was in South Africa because I wanted to celebrate my birthday there. So whenever me and my sister were jogging in the streets, right? First, it was them. They would say, "Oh my God, you look like you are the baby sister." Oh no, they're like ashamed. Oh, look at you. Whenever they ask, they introduce me. This is our elder sister, right? To people, they say, "What? Is this your elder sister?" Then they start laughing. Then I always tell them, "I'm the youngest." Then we joke and laugh about it. That's when I realized, because people were noticing the difference, the way I look. I don't say my other sister look a little bit older, but I look younger than them. So they thought I was the baby sister. That's how I noticed it. And also when I read, yeah. And also when I reached like menopause, kind of, I did go through it, but I realized that I've went through the symptoms swiftly. There are things that I never had. The women of my same age, they had arthritis. They're using walking stick. I met someone which I went to school with when I was at home. I couldn't look at. I'm like, is this you? I mean, he said, "Hey, so and so." He called me by my name. He said, "Hey, Lavi." I'm like, "Who are you?" He said, "You don't remember me? I'm so and so. We used to attend class together." I look at that person. That person looked so aged. I couldn't believe it. So this is what makes me motivate. I said, thank the Lord. I still look a little bit younger. I feel younger. I am not complaining. So it means whatever I've been doing, it is working. So with that being said, aging changes are inevitable. They are going to happen anyway. But the most important thing too is your character, your mindset, and your emotional adaptation. How you adapt with age. It is very, very important. You need to embrace it. So I think, like I said, I don't have health problems, challenges. Believe me, you. So that's one thing that tells
you
me.
Can't forget the last time you went to the hospital. Thank you, Paul. You can't.
No, I've never been except to give birth. No.
Wow.
This is the truth. I've never.
You have also eaten healthy throughout, even when you were a teenager, like healthy foods, like.
Right. When I grew up in South Africa, we used to eat healthy anyway. Because there was no money, you grow your own food, they cook whatever. So we ate less meat. Actually, we ate meat maybe on a weekend, on birthdays, and cakes. You only ate them when there was a birthday. So those things, cakes and donuts, I'm not used to it. So I might eat a cake, but it's not something that I like. If there's a celebration, I don't crave for donuts. I don't crave for cakes. Just my palate has been adjusted like that. And also I don't do sugary drinks. The what do you call them? These colas and stuff like that. I don't do it. I make my own juice. I do different types of juice, the green, the yellow, and the red. So that's another aspect altogether. Let me drink water. Sorry.
It's okay. That is also part of being healthier.
Taking water. You see, I don't want to drink anything. I need to drink water. So I don't do, I juice. So everybody needs to invest in juicing. Juicing is the best. You can do your yellow juice, your carrots, your all the yellow stuff. What is yellow? Fruits and veg. You can do the green stuff. All the green stuff, the fruits and veggies. That can help you. You can do the red one, which is the beets. With the other, whatever is red goes there. You can be healthy and stop buying those sugary drinks from the store because they have sugar. They have got hidden sugars. Some they will say they're natural, but when you taste it, it is sweet. Me, I know the difference because my husband does buy a juice sometimes because he wants to, have. But I could taste that this juice has got sugar in it. But they will say it's because less sugar is natural. Meanwhile, there's no nutrients. It's just sometimes water and more sugar to attract for you to buy, the juice itself, which can affect your health because the source of inflammation actually in the body, it is sugar. If you can try and cut that down, your health can get better. So that's when I realized, that, there are certain things that are starting to change when I went through menopause, when, that's the part. So I just went through it easily, and I never had mood swings. My husband is like, you never get mad. I've always been like emotionally stable. That's the truth. I think it's because of the exercise. I don't wake up angry. I don't, unless it makes me angry. That's the only thing. But I just wake up in a good mood all the time.
So when you were having your menopause, did it take a year or more before the process? You think you're like done, and then you find out not yet. It's still a journey, because I know menopause, it's a journey. You may think, oh, I've started, then you find out, oh, I'm in the process. Yeah.
Let me tell you this true story. I had early menopause. I started going
At
menopause
what age?
early, at 38 years.
Oh my goodness, I wish it was me now. Hey.
This
Wow.
is the truth. Now, how did I know? Because I started sweating. And then I tell you, I was working in the hospital. I'm a nurse, right? So I tell I'm a nurse and a midwife. So I tell, the gynecologist, I said, hey, recently, I've been sweating at night a lot. I don't know what's going on. He said, okay, let's do your hormonal panel, just for free. Right when I'm in the middle of work. Then it takes my blood, it does a hormonal panel, and then, after that, he said, oh my God, your levels have dropped down, your estrogen and the progesterone have gone down. I'm like, oh, doc, really? He said, yeah. Then he said, oh, we can do something about it. We can delay it. I said, no, don't delay it. Let nature take its course. Because she was saying, no, you're young. I said, no, doc, no. I'm not trying to have children here anyway. I don't need progesterone. I don't need estrogen for now. Let the cycle go. So with that being said, it started at 37, it never goes. You will go, that's why they said you'll have symptoms. That is perimenopausal. Those symptoms, your cycle will start to decrease. And, sometimes it may be regular. Sometimes it may be heavy. You'll have those hot flashes, those night sweats. Your mood will be irritable. Sometimes you gain weight around the stomach. This is another part. When you become 40 and you start gaining weight around your stomach area, it means you need to do something about it, because that's a sign telling you that your hormones have dropped. Your cortisol levels, have increased.
What is the difference between a stomach and a tummy? Like, how do you differentiate that?
They're the same thing. We just say stomach, in medical term, but in a layman's language, it's just a tummy.
But I've been having this tummy for some time now, and nothing is happening. Anyway, let's go on.
Because the tummy is just a layman's term. In the hospital, we talk about the stomach, physiology of the stomach. So that's the difference. Yeah. So with that being said, menopause is continuous. It doesn't stop. Even you can be postmenopausal. You still have those symptoms. That's why it is important to manage it. Because you go through your entire life. It comes and goes. It differs from women to women, the symptoms. Some women have them, some they don't. I have symptoms. I had a friend of mine who said, she never experienced some symptoms, but the cycle just stops. So it differs. But for those that can have those symptoms that can make you miserable, you have to do something about it. I have the videos there. Go and learn. The young ones here, they can learn. They can give the information to their aunt, to their mothers, so that they learn about menopause. Because nobody teaches about this thing. Right? You just find yourself there.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this information. It's very, very important. Now, Mama Wellness, what are the common myths about aging that you strongly disagree with? Because there's this stigma with aging that you're becoming irrelevant, you're less capable, you're handicapped, and so on and so forth. What are these myths? What are the common myths about aging that you are strongly you disagree with?
I disagree with the fact that most people say when we are aging, we are declining. Sometimes they associate aging with weakness, right? Sometimes it said all that people can't learn how to do things, right? That's an assumption that our brain is so messed up old age that we can't even learn a new skill. You can learn. Look at us learning here on TikTok, right? Learning how to go live.
I'm
learning
so
how to create
surprised
content.
elderly people are learning here in TikTok. So it's a plus. It's a plus. Because when the young ones see that you are learning, they're like, oh, you are late. You are old school. How can you do these things? You know? Yeah. So
they are surprised. You know, let me tell you, when I'm at the gym, they look at me, the women, the younger women, when I'm running for 1 hour, they kind of look at me like, I'm like, you see, that's the difference. They just have kind of look at me weird. I'm like, this lady has been running for 1 hour. Younger ones, they just run others for 10 and she stop. I just run continuously on the treadmill. So this is the difference. So you cannot underestimate people that are older because they have wisdom. Right. And also they will say the older you get, you know, happiness decreases the older you get. That is not true. Life is what you make. You can still age and be happy. It depends on what you do in your life. It depends who you associate with, actually. If you associate with people that can make you miserable all the time, you will be miserable, right? So you need to be able to associate yourself with people that can make you happy, whether it be a relationship. By the way, you can still fall in love at 60 and still do the bedroom dance. There's nothing that can stop you. You know, I'm trying to keep it clean here on TikTok. You know, when I'm talking, when I'm talking about the bedroom dance. Yes, you can still do the bedroom dance at 60. What's stopping you? You can do it. You can consummate marriage at 60.
For men, I know they can do it, but for a woman, your body has changed, you know.
I do it. What do you mean the body has changed?
You're not as strong as you used to be, especially when you talk about past, like menopause. You don't like some stuff like before. You don't have that urge.
That is why women, I get you, because during that time there's so many changes, hormonal changes, and then you lose the urge to do something. That is why you have to eat certain foods that can help you there. You can take certain herbs that can get you there. Now, in my life, I do talk about herbs that can help you as women if you still want to be active, unless if you have retired. Me, I haven't retired. I am not retiring. I will do it until I am 100. You see, I ain't stopping. It is possible. Someone is laughing there. It's true.
Mirabel wants to say something. Yes, you can interrupt, Mirabel.
Just a caution, right? That's what I want to say. It's not please, can you put 20 plus 24 on your stuff right now? Because I think we are dabbling into 1 or 2 so that we aren't flagged, right? Just add plus, yes. Put some restrictions there.
Oh, the age.
Yes, we are already talking about
and above.
Yeah, our talk is now going like this so that they don't pick us up. Yeah,
okay, that's true.
Thank you. Plus 24. All right.
Thank you, Mirabel, for that one. Yeah, you know, TikTok.
I thought you wanted to comment about aging and menopause, Mirabel. That's what I thought. But
I'm just going to meet her, and I'm going to meet her and ask her for what I'm going to be taking, you know, after now. But let her continue. I know she talks about carrots, and there was something you said about carrots, right? Carrot juice. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I will DM her on that. I don't want to derail the topic, but she will need to give me some prescriptions because I want to be looking good for my husband.
For the husband, not for her, for the husband. What about you?
One. Not for her, right?
Yeah.
Mirabel, do it for you.
All right,
Start with you.
Exactly.
Start
for
now,
right.
Another myth actually, they will say that if you are aging, the productivity declines after retirement. You'll be amazed. The way how elderly people can think. better than the young ones, actually, to tell you the truth. But this is why young ones, sometimes they can't think because they're eating too much processed food. I don't know whether it's the environment or what's going on with them. So those are the myths, actually, But I think they've done a research, which gerontology, the study of aging, showing that so many people experience greater emotional stability the older they become, wisdom, and life satisfaction. That's the research that has been done with regards to people who are aging. So don't be afraid of aging. You just need to age gracefully and have wisdom.
Thank you.
I've taken care of people over 100, and if they have good diet and they are so good, they tell you so many things, and you're like, this is wisdom. So yeah, it can happen. So we should not hate aging that much, guys. We should not provided we do it gracefully, the way Mama Wellness is advising here over here, is advising us on how to age gracefully. Do not take things negatively, take them positively. You have room also to learn more and more. Hello, does menopause stop women to affect your height? That's what we were talking about right now. Mama Wellness, you can answer that question. I know you are supposed to answer later. Guys, make sure you write down. If a question pops up in your mind, write it down. After this, we're gonna answer. But Mama Wellness, I think you can handle that particular question that has been asked in the comment section.
Hello, Auntie Okeke. Now, yes, it does affect. We call it libido in just your sexual age. Let me not say like that. Your age, it's libido. It decreases because your estrogen goes down and your progesterone goes down. It does interfere with that is why you guys, you need to be able to understand the menopause. When you've got wives that go through this process, you need to understand it. When they say no, they don't do it, they don't want to do it, it is not they don't want, it's their body changing. So you need to understand them. Don't think that, oh, maybe my wife is seeing someone else. You see what I'm saying? Most men, they think like that. I mean, we are just going through some things. If the husband doesn't understand what you're going through, then it will be hard to understand. With that being said, that can be solved. Like I told you, if you think your age has gone down, there are things you can do, which I can tell you what to do. That can keep that aspect, the bedroom aspect, active, because at the same time, you don't want your spouse to go outside. You see what I'm saying? To get whatever, On the same note, men too, they do go through something. I call it bromopause. I gave it a name. I call it bromopause because their testosterone levels drops too. You find in some men, they start having bald hair. That's how it starts. They lose their hair, right? And then all of a sudden, they develop a big tummy. All of a sudden, the man has got a big tummy. And then that drive also decreases. They go through something, but they don't know about it because most of the time, it's only women are being talked about. Now, guys, if you think your age is going down, you can go and check one of my videos there. You can be able to, to replace your testosterone levels, provided to check with your doctor first and see where they are at. You just go and do your blood work. Doctor will tell you it has dropped. That can affect you also in the bedroom department. I'm trying to keep it clean here, Coach.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much. I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for those advices. We really appreciate it. Guys, make sure you're active. Make sure you're liking the live stream, commenting and sharing. The ones who have given me a follow, I appreciate you and I thank you so much. Mama Wellness, we appreciate your advice and we appreciate what you're sharing with us today. Next question to you. How can people maintain confidence and self-worth as they go older? Because when your external changes can shake your self-worth, because now your hair is growing white, your skin things are happening. So how do we maintain confidence and self-worth? Because you look at yourself in the mirror, you see changes. You're like, that's why you find people doing that makeup, doing a lot of stuff, going for surgeries and what have you. So how do we do it? How do we do it?
Let me say this one. It is important. Most women, they focus on external beauty rather than internal. You have to eat, you have to put the right foods in your body so that your skin can be able to glow. There are foods that are there, which I call them anti-aging foods. Your blueberries and your blackberries, those ones. Those are the foods which with lots of antioxidants, which then help you to delay aging, of some sort. But if you think there's nothing wrong, if you are healthy and the doctor told you that it's not contraindicated for you to take any supplement, you can take supplements that can help you internally so that your skin actually it is better, your wrinkles are less. For example, collagen is one of those things, but you can get collagen from beef broth. That's what you can get it from eating other foods. You can get it, but sometimes that can take you a long time. If you are in a hurry to try and correct something, you can take the collagen internally. That can help you with the minimizing the fine lines and wrinkles and making your skin glow, making your hair stronger, because the hair will start falling too. So you want to make sure that you take those supplements, provided you check with the doctor, your biotin, your hyaluronic acid, which plumps the skin, right? Those are the things the people, they don't know about it. And those are the things that I take, collagen and hyaluronic acid with biotin. I take the supplements every day. You can do that one. Now, let me go back to the question. What is important? You have to focus on your strength as an individual, even if you are young. That's how you build confidence, and life experience. Have to be proud of what you achieve throughout life. This is number one. Because let me tell you this one. Not everybody has a chance, a luxury of reaching a particular age. Most of the people passed away earlier, in their 30s, in their 20s. Now, when you are still going up there, you have to embrace this and you have to be grateful that you're still here on this earth. That is what matters most. And of course, your experience, because you've got more knowledge, you've got more wisdom, that can boost your confidence. And also you need to stay socially connected. Don't isolate yourself. Let me tell you a story. When I am at home, right, I play soccer with the young ones on the street. There's always a bit, let's say Auntie Kick, I just run and play with them. I don't isolate myself and say I'm always. As long as my body allows me to do, I play with them on the street, my nephews, and we will be kicking the ball around the street. You just have fun. Don't isolate yourself and put yourself in a corner and say you are old. Because that can ages you quickly. Isolation. That can affect you mentally too. You need to be socially connected. Whether you find something with the elders where you play what you call pick a ball, whatever you name it. Throw the ball on the tennis court. Just move your legs and have fun. That's what you're supposed to do. And keep learning and growing. There you go. We are learning and growing on TikTok. I love TikTok.
Learning and growing. I love that. Thank you.
Because when you keep on learning and growing, you stimulate your brain. The brain is not supposed to be inactive, because once you stop, that's why some senior people here in US, they're working, even if they've retired, because they don't want to keep their brain unalive. They want to keep the brain active. Keep on thinking, keep on doing new things. That's how you prevent Alzheimer's, actually, to tell you that in the long run, by learning a new skill or every day, whatever it is, Just learn. There's so many platforms, there's so much knowledge. People are teaching left, right, and center here on TikTok, everywhere. Just go and learn. There's nothing wrong with it. Keep your brain active. Also you need to practice self-compassion. Be compassionate about yourself and give yourself some grace. If there are certain things you can't do anymore, don't worry. Do a little bit of it. I'll make an example. If, God forbid, maybe when I reach maybe 62, I know I'm unable to run in an hour, I'll just walk on a treadmill. Just walk. There's nothing wrong with it. You need to adjust according to your age and according to how you feel, because your body will communicate with you, actually. Does that make sense, guys?
So much. Thank you so much for sharing that. There's no end of learning. Be active, love yourself, be graceful to yourself. So those are the most important things you need. You don't need to look at the outside. Look at the inside to build that confidence. Thank you so much, Mama Wellness.
Let me say something. There are people who look outside, who look beautiful outside. Meanwhile, inside they are old. They're aching everywhere. They are aching. They have aches and pain and sleepless nights. They are old inside. So you need to try and balance. Make sure that your inside and your outside, it is balanced. It's the same. You can do it. I've done it. It is possible. So with that being said, confidence, it shifts from external validation. You don't need people to tell you you are smart, you are beautiful. You know yourself already, right, Coach? You don't need people who want to be told all the time, oh, you're smart, you are beautiful. No, that stage has passed. You don't need that, because you've got internal validation. There are things that you value the most in life. You have character, you have a purpose. I always go back to purpose in life.
Thank you so much, Mama Wellness. I'm just looking at your life since when you're growing. I'm picturing, I'm like watching a movie, and I'm like you're in the gym all the time as you grow up. You had a good life. You had a good experience. Some people start with gymming, then interruption come about, they don't do it anymore. Some people are not even able to do it, but you manage it throughout your life. And look at the outcome. Is it not wonderful? It's wonderful.
It's a blessing. Someone said, I don't know who said, it is really a blessing here, to tell you the truth. So we should just be happy about it. Don't be miserable. Say, I'm old, because you're going to get old. Do the things you used to do when you were young, if your body allows you to. That's it. Just do it.
Wow. Thank you. My next question to you, before I go to the next question, guys, continue engaging. We need to get to 100K. We normally get to 200, but don't worry. Let's keep on pushing so that we know where we are getting to. The ones who are joining, welcoming, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the shares. Keep on sharing as well, so that as we enjoy whatever we are being given, so that even somebody else can enjoy what you're given. Remember, if you have a question has popped out, write it down. So as we continue, when we are in finish line, you can answer the questions that you have. Remember, keep on reading. You're exercising your brain, because it's important. It's very important. Acheng, welcome. Guys, the ones I'm not able to invite to welcome you, don't worry. Stay welcome. I don't want to interrupt whatever we are having today. We are having a special day. We are having Wellness Revolution over here. She's here to help us age gracefully. So stay tuned.
Look at Okeke down there. Okeke wrote something. Uncle Okeke. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. He's saying when you get to next year, don't tell people how old you are. She's proud. She will let her. Even when she gets to 70, believe me, she's going to talk about it.
How old are you
And
now?
I just turned 61 in February.
61. Oh, that's great.
Yes.
That's great. I have a question, and I don't know if I'm misconstruing you, because I think I heard you said you started your menopause at 38. Is it
Yes.
true?
Yes.
How come? What earlier is menopause?
You, according to on the medical term, is supposed to start between 40 and 55. So it differs from women to women. Some start earlier than others, which I am one of them. I started before 40. Some start at 45 or at 40 or at 55. It just differs because we are all unique. We are different. It's according to the DNA of a particular person.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. And again, why is it that when some women are going through the process, they get fats? The body gets swollen. Why is it always like that? Is it for every woman or?
It is. Some women are lucky. It's genetics. They might be slim by nature. It's because they are genetics from their forefathers. They've always been slim. But most women, it affects them. Me too. Now, we get the tummy because, let me put it like this. When you get at that age, you cannot eat the way you used to eat when you were 21. Right? That's number one. You need to change your diet. Now, with that being said, because the hormones changes, your progesterone, your estrogen, those are the hormones that help you, to have a cycle and make you fall pregnant. Right. They decreases as you age because the eggs are getting older. Your eggs often. Right. The eggs are aging. The biological clock is moving on. So it means these hormones, they start to decrease. Your age, the progesterone and the estrogen, and your eggs are no longer becoming fertile. That's why we can't give birth sometimes when you are at that age. So what happens here? Because those estrogen and the levels are down, they cause the woman to have increased cortisol, which is another hormone that regulates insulin. Now, if the cortisol levels are high, and then it means that your sugar, you've got excess sugar, your sugar goes to the bloodstream, and that sugar is converted into fat instead of energy if it's excess.
Oh, okay.
That is why usually starts around the time. Every woman, it goes there. There are certain things you can do and drink to have a flat tummy. You have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined. One of the things you can do if you're a woman, you start doing your abdominal exercises, 5 minutes. If you can do them every day, your abdominals, your leg lift, your planks, that can help you flatten your tummy. And the drinks that you can do, homemade drinks, like you can drink your water with lemon, with cayenne pepper, with black pepper, you can add your apple cider vinegar there. That can help you, to make your stomach down. As long as you are not contraindicated, as long as you don't have gastritis and other problems, stomach issues, you can take lemon water with hot water every day. That can flatten that tummy.
Thank you. That is inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, let me leave others so that I will not take much of your time because I have a lot of questions. Let me not take about you, please.
Write them down, Pao. Write them down, okay?
Write them down.
I just gave you opportunity to ask because I knew sometimes you have questions you might forget. But write them down. I've reminded you. Write them down as you continue finishing. We will be able to answer. But if you are under pressure, you can ask. If you're under pressure, you can still ask your questions.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The next question. I don't know. When a woman is going through this process and they know that they cannot give birth again,
Yeah.
cannot give birth, get pregnant. So, does some women took advantage of that process to sleep with other men?
No, that's cheating, that one. Why? Okay, let me ask you, why would this woman go out of marriage for what? Because she's going through physical changes, biological changes. Why that woman could go outside for what? Can you, Purpoe? Can you answer me back?
Yeah, because I've seen some situation whereby some men will say their wife is cheating on them, still cheating on them, and these people is supposed to be going through some menopause. So, and maybe he thought that maybe she cannot get pregnant, then she can continue to involve in such acts.
Now, let me switch it around here. What is the reason the wife is going outside the marriage? Did you ask that guy? What's the reason?
No, I'm just asking question from observation.
Oh, from just observation.
Observation, yeah.
Let me tell you, I talk about men going through something earlier. I don't know if you're here.
Yes.
Men too, they go through some type of menopause. I call it bromopause. You have testosterone, your hormone. No, while you are young, that testosterone is the one that helps you develop the beard, changes your voice, and give you an edge, right, to do the bedroom dance. But as you are getting older also, that testosterone drops. It means it can affect your edge, number one. It can affect how you function. It can affect down there. You find that there's no longer erection. Your erection has reduced. You see what I'm saying? The drive to do the bedroom, whatever you're supposed to do has reduced also. Now, on the other hand, you find that the woman, maybe she's taking some foods that make her still want to do it. That's why you can correct menopause with food. You can eat certain food that can increase your drive, right?
Okay.
And certain apps.
Yeah.
That is the reason. Yeah. People, they don't cheat because if you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat anyway. It means you are not an honest spouse. Regardless, whether in menopause or before or wherever, if that's your character, you're gonna do it anyway. If you're not committed to the marriage, because the marriage is for better or worse. Now I'm gonna share a joke.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's what I said. Now yesterday, my husband wake up with that thing was up, right? I just want to keep it clean. But I didn't feel like doing it.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I didn't feel like doing it, right? Because I go certain things, right? I'm like, what? Oh, he said, in fact, I made a mistake. I went to wake him up. Then when I woke him up, I was, hey, wake up. Did you see the time? He said, come here. I kind of pulled me, kind of. And I'm like, no, it's true. And then I'm like, just put ice on it, because I was busy trying to do something. He said, what? I said, just put ice on it, because I wasn't in the mood to do, the dance. I call it the bedroom dance. I wasn't feeling it. And then he was angry too about it for a minute. When I called him later at work, I'm mad with you. I said, what are you mad about? You told me to put ice on it. I said, what am I supposed to do? I didn't feel like doing it. You see? So that is possible. But then I made up for the next day. Make him happy. Jesus! It's possible.
You did the makeup finally. You did the makeup.
Yeah, I'm like, let's square this thing up, make things better.
So for a woman, as you age, the urge disappears because some of the hormones you used to have, they are no longer there.
They're dropping. They are there, but they are decreasing. So that kind of make your edge to go away. That still repeat, there are foods you can eat that can get you there. The herbs that you can take that can get you there. You can do something. God created the food.
I need those foods. So
The food and the
I am
herbs
under
that can
pressure.
help you. Exactly, the herbs that can get you there. You can, women, you can do it. Of course, men too, they can do it too. It's up to them.
Any other question, Pao, as we continue? I need those fruits. All right. You'll get them.
Yeah,
Don't you
I
worry.
got. I think I know of a man. He's over 65 years. So that man is still like in his maybe 40 or 35. Very agile.
Exactly.
So that man, when the wife is going through, let me know your sense of certainty because
Menopause.
yeah, but the wife, how can the wife withstand him when he wants the pleasure, and maybe the wife is not commensurable with his own standard at that time? What will he done
Right. Yeah, they're not compatible in terms of their drive, right? The
Yeah,
woman
yeah.
can do certain things. There are herbs, there's foods that can get the woman there. That's the answer I can tell you. They are there. I talk videos, I posted foods that can help women. I think there's some content which I put out there in my videos. So you can go there and grab the content with you and share with the others. It's there. Certain herbs that they can use through menopause that can help them to increase their drive so that they are at par with their husband. Because you still want to maintain this relationship. Do all what you can, the best you can. Right? You can do it. It's possible here. My husband takes some stuff. I'm going to say it out here. My husband takes some testosterone, which I bought it from TikTok. I didn't buy it for, I didn't buy, he bought it himself because I think he figured out that, his drive was, but he bought it himself and said, he takes it, I'm mad, I take my own stuff, we're all good. We are at the same level. You see, there's nothing wrong. You can suggest some stuff to your husband to take, suggest some stuff to your wife. There's nothing wrong. We all just want to, communicate and just be happy. That's all it takes. That can
Is there anything we can do
outside and cheat? That's not gonna help. It's gonna bring you STIs and problems in your marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there anything or medication they can use to prolong the menopause, to delay it not to come? And
this is nature. You cannot delay it. It's God. Let me put it this way. Let me explain it to him as a man. It's God's creation. When you are a girl at a particular age, at puberty, it is created by God to go through the cycle, preparing you to have babies and everything, right? That's the cycle you go through to give birth. But then at a longer age, then the cycle goes down. Then your body is being prepared for aging, not to have babies anymore. That's nature. We can't control it. It's beyond our control. We just need to find ways on how to deal with it. There's no medication that can stop it except if you do surgical hysterectomy, which I call it, let me put it this one, removal of the uterus and the ovary. Right. That's when you can surgically stop menstruation. Some doctors, they do to younger women because of certain CAs, right, of the womb. Then they remove everything. Then you can just stop early.
That removal of the uterus and the ovary, can it cause you to have less urge the day
Yes,
you're done?
it can do. That is why sometimes if they're younger, they put them on hormonal replacement, estrogen level replacement, which I don't like because it's synthesis anyway. Sometimes it's got more side effects than the others. It is better to go herbal and go the natural way, and foods with herbs can just help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lady Com had a question, but before it goes to the question, I need to move on because now people are bringing up questions before we end, and I wanted us to do everything so that the question come in. Lady Com, just a minute. I do one question, then I invite you to speak because I believe you have an urge to speak. Now, Mama Wellness, how can someone wait a minute. What daily habits or routine? I know you have mentioned some of them, but what habits and routine help you embrace aging with joy and peace? I know you